Action! Welcome, producers, to another episode of Universe. We're on episode number 436, coming fresh, well, not too fresh, but fresh enough, the greatest Royal Rumble event in the history of FRJ Productions. So, that was pretty exciting, but tonight, we got ourselves a pretty damn unique night because we're getting ready for the Money in the Bank pay-per-view for Raw and SmackDown Live, of course, as ECW has to prep up for Heatwave. So we'll get into that a little later. How do you get the custom intros? Well, what you do is you pretty much you can play a match and then you can save the clips, and entrances are likewise the same thing. You save the clips as that, from that as well, and then all you do is just go to the video option and create a video. That's it. It's pretty easy to do, at least. Well, thank you very much, C Nation, and thank you for the like. Appreciate it. Thank you for the like as well, tacos. Or if it was a like for the video or a like for the intro, glad you liked it. What up, MCDP and Nick and Fella, Evan, TJ, many more. Whew. So when we're talking contracts, I'll tell you what, we'll start talking contracts after we're done with this promo coming up from Bruce. Let's see, how am I? I'm doing pretty good. How are you, man? I know it's been a few days. Yeah. I was gonna say a couple, but I think it's been a few now. Yeah, I think it's been a few. So yeah, well, I've been alright though. What are we on, Wednesday? Oh yeah, it has been a few days. My bad. Sorry, guys. All right, let's go ahead and get this into it. And then I know Nick Silva and Bruce from the building like, man, we're ready to talk cheddar, man. Let's get this out the way. All right, guys, go ahead and welcome your Raw WWE Universal Champion, the real deal, Bruce Mitchell. And yes, your contract did expire, MCDQ, by the way. The real deal is here. Last night, I retained my Universal Championship with ease against Nathan Cruz. And now I just sit upon and wait for my next opponent. But I just want to let everybody know that I may be the best Universal Champion to ever exist. And I'm going for the record to become the longest reigning in WWE history. Think about how many guys can beat the best Raw superstar at the point, which was Brutus, and run him out to a different show, because as of today, he is no longer a part of the Raw roster. I am confident at this point, nobody is going to beat me for my championship, no matter who. I beg to differ. Jericho is in the building. Is SDL today? I'll try my best, man. I want to guess some. If I'm getting a couple of good guys up in there. Well, you already know what I'm going to want. So yeah. Allow me to introduce myself. I am your greatest Royal Rumble match winner of Raw is Jericho! Oh, I know who you are. Trust me. I used to love watching you wrestle every single week, Jericho. And I do mean used to, because when I started watching you, I was young. I mean, really, really young. Like, I was about knee-high to actually where you were right about now. You see, you got jokes, huh? You see, only one person can really do the funnies around here on Raw. So you know what happens, Bruce? You know what happens when people try to do the funnies like Jericho? Do you know what happens to people that try to outlast Jericho, who makes fun of Jericho? No, I'm not really quite fond of what happens to people who make fun of an old-timer who just won his first ever Royal Rumble match. It took him like, what, 50 years? Come on, Jericho. What am I gonna... What happens? Are you gonna punch me? Are you gonna shove me? What's gonna happen? You stupid idiot! What happens to people who do all those nasty things to Jericho? You know what happens? You know what happens? You just made the list!
Well, okay.
The list? Yeah, the list of people who are better than you, and I'm all the way at the top. Listen up, Chris. I don't know what you came out here for, but if you don't mind, I'm waiting to fight somebody at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Well, that's the thing, Bruce. That's the thing, Bryce. Because at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, I will be challenging you for your Universal Championship. That's right, I am provoking my match, my championship match. So, that's it? That's all you came out here for? You talk all this trash, and then you talk about some list that nobody cares about to just have a match with me. Have Money in the Bank. Universal Championship. Alright, so do you want to get pinned on your back, or do you want to tap out? I'll let you choose. But just know one thing. At Money in the Bank, I'm going to prove to the world what I am the true GOAT, and you're just a showboat. I'll see you pretty soon, Jericho.
What a reaction from the WWE Universe. And Miss Healy climbing the ring with him.
That'll work, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Jericho and Bruce Mitchell at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view WWE Universal Championship. That is going to be amazing. And I can't wait to see how that goes. But guys, speaking of Money in the Bank, we got a qualification match right here and right now to represent Raw at Money in the Bank. So at Money in the Bank, we're going to have a co-branded pay-per-view, 3 Raw, 3 SmackDown Live, and right now we're going to find out the very, very first participant in that. Oh yeah, we got to edit you, by the way, Damani, because I was trying to do it a couple days ago, but I was like, I don't feel like doing anything. I was just like, man, I don't feel like doing anything, so I'm going to leave it alone for a minute. So, yeah, we're going to I'll edit you on the stream today, since we got probably a lot of time. So anyway, I know we need to go ahead and talk about the bigger things in life. I'm doing pretty good. Phoenix, thanks for asking, man. It is indeed time to talk business. Let me go ahead and let me get this ready first. I'm opening up everything that I need to see, like the laptop and all that stuff. I'm getting that all ready, Brutus. I'm getting that all ready, Nick Silva. Because you guys know where y'all want to go, and you already know who wants you. So we're going to get that going as soon as possible. We're going to talk that business. I'm just going to try to see how much cash flow we got real quick, and then we'll be like, whoo, it'll work. Oh.
Making his way to the ring from Sacramento, California, weighing in at
Can I make it? I'll see what's up, because I want to, I'll tell you this, people that are on Raw competing for a chance at the Money in the Bank, qualifying match, they have been either former or non-world champions. So for SmackDown Live, I've always targeted like this. Whenever I've hosted Money in the Bank, whether it was on SmackDown Live or Raw, I've always given that opportunity to those who have never been a world champion. So as far as that happening though, Nick, it's a big probability. Because I know Nick Silva is really good. He could be a world champion. Derek is extremely good as well, man. He's got all the raw talent, and he can lay the smackdown on anyone. I'm doing pretty good, Sincard. Thanks for asking. Do I have any actual offers from other brands? I don't know whose comment was above Phoenix's, because I didn't get a chance to read that. You're going to just leave? Alright, no problem. I will, and thank you very much, Sinkara. Wait a minute, not Sinkara. Phoenix. Appreciate you, man. So, we'll see you next time. You have a great one. So, first Money in the Bank qualifier match is going to go ahead and start things off right now. Let's see. Are you making your debut next NXT? Well, pretty soon. Let's see. How am I doing? Pretty good, Sin Cara. How you doing? Bruce, hi, Gladiator. Am I on the free agent? You are on the free agent list. You can sign with anyone that you want. You're officially no longer an ECW superstar. Just like Dante Fox is no longer a Raw superstar. Just like Brutus and Nick Silva are no longer Raw superstars. And that's all I can really say about that right now. Take what is it now? Who's facing what you did? I'm ready for it. What are the offers? Let's see. So far you don't have an offer from Raw or SmackDown Live, but that could change because I mean I'm right here, and then I got like 3 requests. So wait, 3 requests? Is it 2? 2 requests. Just going straight to say, hey, I'm just letting you know right now, this is where I want to be. Okay. And all I need is the paper and a pen. Just give me paper and pen. We'll get it done right now. That's not a problem. But I need to go over to see the salary cap real quick that we got here because I had to pay Jay King real quick. Not a problem because he was just an absolutely great superstar throughout the time. So I gotta subtract 300 grand. All right, that's not a problem. Let's see. We gotta go to. Okay, so we got quite a bit. All right, so now Nick Silva and Brutus either re-signed from Raw or from ECW or SmackDown. Wait, am I stripped? No, you lost your. Remember, Sin Cara? You said, well, I don't. It's been a while, so you should not probably remember by now. But you lost the title. You said you didn't want a rematch, and then you wanted to go straight to free agency. And that's pretty much what happened. I mean, you did never get your rematch for the title you lost. Okay, so Brutus, I'm coming right off the bat. You know, I'm gonna make it public right here and right now because there is no secret about it. Everyone knows by now. So, Evan, for Brutus to come to SmackDown Live, you already know the deal. Max contract, and you get your rematch for the title you never lost because you did relinquish the WWE Championship, but you never lost it properly. So that's the offer. It's on the table. All you got to do is say, I accept, and we got you on Tuesday nights again. Do you still have your SDL offer at hand? I remember you wanted what? You wanted $500,000? And you wanted against Derek an Extreme Rules match, possibly qualification match. I mean, that wasn't a part of the deal, but it could be a potential because I'm gonna look at all the guys who've never been world champion on my brand, and I'm gonna give them that opportunity to prove themselves, or get the chance to fight for the chance to be Mr. Money in the Bank. So we'll leave it at that. All right, Brutus has signed with SmackDown Live. Let me see. Yep, we're gonna put that right there. And I think are we in the month of June? No, wait, we're in the month of July now. Yes, that is correct. Alrighty, let me go ahead and write that down. Bam, bam. Whoops, it didn't write the what do you call it sign? There we go. And now we just gotta go to. Let's see. Oh yeah, so Nick, my offer man to you, $500,000. And your match, and then let's see, Sin Cara, I don't know how much you're gonna want to come to SmackDown Live. Look at this Hell's Gate locked in, and Marco's gonna try to get out of there, and he does. Nice little mini power bomb to escape the hold. That'll definitely work. All right, let's see what we got. Whoops. So yeah, let's see. So do you want to come to SmackDown Live, or did you want to go make a run for Raw? Because right now, I would say that you probably got a way better chance. And you want 700 G's. Woo-wee. Okay. Let me think. Hyperspeed for 700 G's. I don't know, man. Because Nick Silva, I don't know. It's difficult to say. Oh, look at that. If Nick doesn't get that, then you don't deserve that. Let's see. Oh, it's over. Marco's going to Money in the Bank. That will work. Alrighty then. so let's see. Hyperspeed is like 200k at most. Damn. Well then. He offers a handshake, and there you go. He'll accept. That will work. Let's see what we got going here. Will Raw sign me for it? What, 700 G's? It's a long shot.
Don't move. We have a great match coming up next.
Let me see. The most I'll give you, Sin Cara, because you do win a title. You've been improving a bit. The most I'll give you is 500. I can get two pretty good superstars who have improved who have improved quite a bit. So 500, okay. So now we signed Sin Cara. Nick, you want your 500 plus an Extreme Rules match against Derek. So all you gotta do is say you accept, and I will gladly take you guys. Not a problem. Because Sin Cara pretty much said, screw it, let's do it. Let's go ahead and get the paper signed. No problem. I'm like, all right, that'll work. Hello, Gabriel. What's going on?
For our first match tonight, guys, and it looks like we have quite the contest coming up. And good luck to those who have to follow this one. You're going to need it.
Let's see. Oh, we got a singles match. I forgot about that. Do you have a match tonight, Damani? No, you do not. You want a bonus of at least 1,000? What? No. Because, like, for me, I don't like to have numbers like that. I like to end in zeros. Of at least 50. Gotta give you a break, bro. You went through some damn tough competition, Damani. Seriously. Think about it. A 32-man tournament, plus you became best in the world champion. I think you deserve a break. To be honest with you, I mean, that's just my opinion, though. Yeah, except if there is an 85% chance that match will not only be an ER match, but the qualifying match. Yep. I say that. You don't want a break? Well, we'll update your guy too as soon as the show's over. And, well, I mean, you're pretty damn close. I mean, well, not close to being the greatest, but I think you're pretty close to getting discussed, because you've had a pretty damn good career prior to this 32-man tournament. And next thing you know, you come in, you win an Intercontinental and Best in World title match. Like, Brutus should get a welcome match home tonight. We're gonna, man, I'm telling you, it's gonna be something special. SmackDown Live is gonna be special. You can believe in that. You don't deserve a damn bonus. Damn. Did I subtract that already? Maybe? No, I didn't. Who did I? Oh, right. So, if I subtract that, bam, bam, okay. So now we are getting title money, but man, we got a lot of creator wrestlers, man. I'm telling you right now, we got quite a bit. Former U.S. champ, yep. Tag champ twice, right? Yep. BTW champ 3 times, and IC champ, indeed. Absolutely. That is a production Grand Slam champion. Welcome match home. I mean, like I said, Brutus is the biggest superstar in SmackDown Live history. He made what SDL is today, and yeah, it's been crazy. Does the real deal champion have a match? Indeed. In the main event tonight, actually, the Universal Champion will go up against, in a non-title match, the glorious Bobby Roode. So yeah, that'll be something that would look familiar to Bruce, a little bit of his past history, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so, like I said before, let's see, final offers are $500,000, that's 500 G's to both Nick Silva and Hyperspeed. Nick Silva requested a couple matches, so I mean, that's definitely going to happen. Possibly make it a qualifier, but we'll see what happens. Because if not, Because if not, if I say, you know what, I want a super qualifying match, I would say, you know what, Nick, I will put your match you wanted on hold, and we'll see what we can do about something else. But right now, I mean, that's just the scheduled match until I look at the entire roster and say, okay, we need to have this happen. We need to have that happen, because only, like, possibly only 6 guys are going to get an opportunity. It could be more. We could see maybe some triple threat matches, fatal 4-ways. I don't know. We're going to see what happens. Do you want your head decapitated? Oh, wow. Damn. That is, whew. Things can't be arranged. Sit down. All right. Oh, the mitt kick. Where's that world title at? Where is it at? He's just chilling in the back somewhere. Probably in the bag or something. I don't know. Woo, big DDT. And that should be the conclusion of this match. Mickey James, that doesn't get the job done. Bobby gonna be put down real quick. Can you get a number 1 contenders match for the UK title or the NXT title? Let's see. So for the UK title, that's not gonna be doable for you due to the fact that Louis J has a rematch clause for it. But the North American Championship is definitely doable for that matter. So yeah, that's all I can say on the matter about that. How about this? If I win my match against Derek, can I get the qualifying match? Well, I mean, again, like I said, to qualify for an opportunity to compete for the Money in the Bank contract that resides on SmackDown Live, all you have to do is not be a world champion. So you and Derek, I'll tell you what, out of all the guys I'm looking at right now on my roster, I see Aaron Benson, AJ Robbins, Chris Wolf, Dark Magician, Derek and Derek Rose, Ryan Legacy and Zach ZC. Those are the only guys. The guys that I just named are the only guys who have not been world champion. So they're gonna not all the guys, but the better superstars who have actually won more matches than they lost are gonna get that chance. And maybe some that have proven that they deserve another opportunity, such as Zach ZC. But like everybody else, the only other guys I could say that are definitely going to be part of it is probably, Derek and AJ, Aaron, and that's about all I can say. That would be something amazing. Absolutely. It's just that the thing is, I want to put Stannis against Lucas for the NXT Championship, but it just doesn't really make sense right now because, he had an opportunity to become UK champion, didn't happen, he failed, and he had a chance to, well, I guess the ladder match is a little bit more, operative, but I'm like, I'm trying to look for one good reason that doesn't make me look bad to give him that chance to fight Lucas for the title. Because if I want them to fight, I want them to fight for the NXT Championship. Right now, Stannis is like an up and coming rising superstar, and then Lucas. He's just Lucas, man. Like he's a freak of nature, a beast, a damn a monster. And that's the only thing that's the one big time match I want to see happen, of course, but I just don't have the reasons. I have more reasons not to than to give it. You know what I mean? So as soon as I just get that one big reason, it's gonna happen. Trust me. You already know. I'm waiting for. We got a lot of big matches just waiting, and I do mean just waiting to happen for SmackDown Live and for NXT. ECW and Raw, they're both kind of struggling right now. Think about it. Raw and ECW have lost numerous counts of talent that have said, you know what, forget you. I want to go to SmackDown Live. I feel like that is the best place to be at the moment. And to be honest, it could be, but at the same time, it's like you're gonna. I would say this: out of the regular matches that you get, you'll get your fair share of matches, but at times you're gonna have to probably take a back seat and let somebody else get a little time to be on, broadcast or television, whatever you want to put. It's just gonna be like that. Maybe you silenced him, probably. Oh, there it is. That's it for Carmella. I lost the North American title because I had a low chance in the ladder match. That's why I said I'll give you a pass on that one. I'll give you the pass on the North American title. But as far as the other matches that involved for the UK Championship, it's like more reason no than yes. But again, as soon as I get that one big time yes, it'll be a big, and I do mean a big green light. ECW is the worst place to go. Damn. I can say this. Let me see. Hold on. Give me a second. Because Nick Silva and Derek. Well, Nick, did you accept the contract offer? Because I didn't remember. I know Hyper Speed or Sin Cara, he didn't say nothing on the matter. Because I'm ready to just write you down, Nick. Nick City. Well, I'm just writing you down right now. It's not in stone, but I'm writing it down right now. I mean, if I can't go for any other title, can I get a shot at BK? That's a possibility. Again, we got two titles that need #1 contenders, and Mickey James might tap out right here. Total silence locked in, and I take it back. She gets out. SDL, welcome your new WWE World Champion. Indeed, Michael Roberts here win back the WWE Championship at the Greatest Royal Rumble. Mickey James got a good, little quick snap suplex. Didn't get the full win that she was looking for. Excuse me. Yeah, I could say this. When what happened? He's not here. No, he didn't. He just left, I think. I don't know. Like, he's on his way home. I can say this about Bruce though. Bruce was treated pretty good until he said the magic words. I want out. I want to leave. After this month, I'm out of here. As soon as those words came out of his mouth, got the cold shoulder. So I would say this, Bruce, you got treated bad towards the end, but overall, I think you got treated pretty good, except for when you said you're leaving. Then you got treated like crap, and then it was just you against the world from there. And then you didn't have that much pressure leaving. But I'll give you your saying towards the last 3 episodes of ECW. I'll say those were probably the worst time you ever spent on ECW. White hot right now. When I have matches, I usually get at least one person. What up, Ross? And Nick. Look at this. This match should be over now. And it is. Alright, that'll work. So, Nick Silva, do you want to be a part of Raw? All you gotta do is say, I accept. I mean, not Raw, excuse me, SmackDown Live, and then we're good to go. Again, I haven't seen it, and I don't know if I've been drifting off too much. Alright, you know what? Let me go. I'll try to look for it right now, actually. Yeah, alright, that'll work. So did I write down both Nick and Hyperspeed? Oh no, he didn't. What do you call it, huh? Alright, so you're white hot right now. When I am on the card, I get people cheering me on. The more things can be said for Lucas, I have never refused. Okay, I respect that. Alright, we'll see what happens. And didn't lose, just lost one, and didn't win one. You're the one who lost the title. Huh? Oh. Well, I don't know, I got a little confused there. Let's see. Alright, 7. We have officially signed a SmackDown Live. Celtic Brute, the Barbaric Brutus, and the Enforcer Nick Silva. Like, things are heating up. I'm sorry to say, but whew, the competition is amazingly great right now. So up next, guys, we have ourselves a qualification match for the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. So the first qualifier, hold on, let me go ahead and write that down so I don't forget. Money in the Bank. So far we got Marco, and we're about to have our second participant announced in this match.
Making his way to the ring from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds,
Alright, let's see. So I read Ross's comment, so I'm not gonna reread it, but I can say, yeah, I can say the first match that you had probably messed you up. But hell, you did get the rematch clause anyway. I should have super kicked my boss Jerix when I had the chance. Woo. It's been crazy. Ross, I'm getting one title by the end of the year, whether it is ECW World TV title or Best in the World title. Alright. Well, I wish you the best of luck, Noah. Because you are... oh, you know what? Let me check, because we're in the month of July, aren't we? We were signing a lot of people. Let me see who's going to be a free agent after the end of the July month of Universe.
from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 190 pounds, SRJ.
So here we go. We're about to have ourselves a pretty damn interesting match. And again, the winner does go to Money in the Bank to compete for the opportunity to become Mr. Money in the Bank. That contract that is, well, within the briefcase is declared to give you a world title match, or it gives you any title match, but it's primarily used for world title matches. At any given time, at any, and I do mean any given place, whenever they wish. So you could fight somebody after a match, before, or even during a match, and leave it at that. But it's going to be very difficult because it is a 6-man ladder match, and 5 other guys are going to try to throw you off the ladder, they're going to try to stop you, they're going to try to do whatever it takes to make sure they win that damn thing. That's what these two got to realize, what's on the line here right now, and I wish them the best of luck. Okay, so let's go and look at this ECW roster first, because it's top of the list. Superstars that are going to become free agents are Quest, and that's about it. Alright, let's see.
Tell us about AJ Styles.
Alrighty, so that's about it. Nobody else, which is good for ECW, man. They got a handle. Alright, so they're Hyperspeed's now free agent.
He can talk all he wants, but if he wants to be a force in the WWE, he's going to have to prove it in the ring.
Oh, I know that. I already know that. Let's see. At least they talked about in chat. That's something that's no. The only titles left for me to win are SDL Tag, US, ECW TV. Alright. Yeah, I've faced and seen his in-ring work for a while, so it should be a good match when it happens. Nick Silva. No, some of his moves haven't faced him yet. Ross, you got more than Brutus and Silva. Woo. Gonna be crazy. Alright, so ECW Superstars to leave at the end of July are Quest. And then, let's see, SmackDown Live, second on the list. Let's see, July. Oh, never mind, we just signed him, so we can't really say him. Not him either. So, okay, nobody for SmackDown Live. So far, it's just Quest, the only guy that's about to pretty much just leave if he doesn't resign. As far as Raw is concerned, nobody. They don't got to worry about nobody. Alright, so let's see, 120, that's 7-8, right? Yep. Nick Silva no longer part of the Raw roster, so we get that out of there. And then, oh, Dante Fox is gone, so that's what? Where is it? 130, okay. 93. And there he is. Fireman's carry neckbreaker. Not a good look. AJ Styles is in the driver's seat. He might be getting ready to go ahead and cap it off with the win. Nice lion salt too. What the hell? I need to remember I still have a tag team title shot. That is correct. I'm not really too sure what you're trying to go for. But yeah, you have like right now you have a rematch clause for the WWE Championship and that tag title match too, yeah. Let's see, we'll put 4, and then that goes to a 3. Alright, Raw is currently leading everybody with the most money. That'll be good for them. Raw second place, and then ECW's in last. That's all I can say. Oh, what the hell? How long have I got that chance for? As long as you're on SmackDown Live, you got that opportunity. See, here's the thing. I've always told people, I say, you know what? When I give you a title opportunity, if I guarantee it in your contract, you get that chance as long as you are an active member on my roster. So if, like, let's just say for some reason, right? Nice freaking phenomenal. Yeah, this match is over, guys. Hold on. I'll explain that in a second. But AJ Styles is going to Money in the Bank with Marco representing Monday Night Raw. What a match. And now I think we only got one last qualifier match to take place later on. Can AJ Styles become Mr. Money in the Bank? I mean, it's a possibility. He's got a little, about what, a 17% chance? That's gonna be tough to do, but hell, let's see what happens. Good luck, AJ, and congratulations. You deserve that win. He just did it, man. Well deserved. Wish it would have lasted longer, but it happens. It happens. Okay, guys, so that match is conductedly over. Now we got to move forward to the next bout. It is a tag match between the New Day and the Shield. Kofi Kingston and Big E take on Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. Okay, so as far as it goes, if you sign a part of SmackDown Live, and I say I'm going to guarantee you a title match, as long as you're on my brand, and let's say if you don't get your title match and then you re-sign, right? You're still going to get it, okay? So basically, as long as you're on my brand, you're going to get that match. It just really depends on the circumstances, because sometimes, like I said, if I guarantee you like a world title match, right? Sometimes you would have to wait because there is a rivalry going on between two superstars who are currently fighting for the championship. So, like, let's say I already told, like, Brutus, like, hey, you're obviously going to get the one thing that you're going to get the one chance to get the very thing that you never lost. That's without a doubt. But the only thing is, he will have to wait a little bit because there's a guy named Michael and Ross going head to head for it. And I mean, I don't know when they will be done, but as soon as they're done, they're gonna let you know. Yeah, you'll know when it's over. Trust me. You hope he can come to the main roster this year? Well, it's a possibility.
This is it. This is the match we've all been waiting for. And the electricity level in the arena right now.
Well, there you have it, guys. The New Day are just having a splendid time, man. Skipping their way to the ring, all skedaddle. Yep, that's the way to go. I'm still waiting for my brother to show up on NXT. Well, if your brother doesn't do freaking Snow Angels, I think he should be fine. And look at this. Oh my god. No, damn it, Xavier. What the hell, man? You better not today. We only got one last qualifying match a little later on. Woo, here we go. My goal at some point in this universe, I want to be a tag champ with him. With who? Oh, Lee J? Well, it's a possibility. I mean, I've already told everybody my standards. Well, I told everybody my reasons of when and where I would like to see NXT prospects get moved up. And so, again, it's just a matter of time. Just gotta wait it out. Alright, here we go. Dean Ambrose is gonna lock up with Kofi Kingston at the moment, and there we go. Immediately, oh, hold on. Got a little snap suplex, that'll work. Just so everyone know, everything I have said was in character. That's good to let everybody know too. Trust me, it'll work a long way. Let's see. I don't really know what else to talk about right now. Let's see. Because we had a couple of qualifying matches. We had Bruce come out, and next thing you know, excuse me, even though freaking Jericho came in and said, "You made the list, Bruce, and I'm making the champions way to the ring after Money in the Bank is concluded." So that's going to happen. The first confirmed match for Money in the Bank is Jericho and Bruce for the Universal Championship. Can't wait to see it. Now, I mean, it's pretty much apparent now, but we'll go ahead and announce it anyway. Money in the Bank, WWE title, Michael Roberts and Ross Mackey go head-to-head again. So there you go, 2 world title matches. And then let me see, the Best in the World champion is on Raw, so he'll defend at Money in the Bank too. Who are his opponents going to be? Not sure yet, because SmackDown Live, we got to go to pick somebody. ECW got to pick somebody. ECW title will not be defended. ECW is not a part of Money in the Bank. They have Heat Wave, so they're going to have their own exclusive pay-per-view to take place. I don't know when it'll take place, but yeah, they're going to do that. They need to find a #1 contender for the ECW Championship. Would it be the tag? Yeah, the tag and the women's. That's about it. Lee J is a heel now. Okay. Any other streams happening today? Well, you know, after hearing the news that I pretty much signed the 2 hottest free agents available on FRJ Productions, I mean, there is a bigger percent chance of why to do SmackDown Live than to not do SmackDown Live. So, you know, I'm like, okay, you know what I want. I mean, again, I signed the 2 hottest free agents. I signed Brutus and Hyperspeed. Nick Silva. Hyperspeed had a chance to sign, but he's not here. He doesn't want the offer. He wants like more money. I'm not ready to offer him that because I'm trying to preserve money for superstars whose contracts will come up next month, the month after, all the way up until WrestleMania time. You know what I mean? So I'm not. Nope. Not gonna happen. Anyway, nice little Enziguri stepped up to the occasion. So NXT tomorrow. NXT, yeah, tomorrow be more than likely. Let's see. Yeah, well, he had a chance to. He doesn't want it. He wants more money, but again, I'm not willing to offer it to him. I gave him what I felt. I felt 500 was a little bit overpaying, but I still gave it to him. So that's all I'm gonna leave on the what do you call it? Will the console war ever end? Yes, when the PC master race takes over completely. But the thing is, I don't think it will completely take over because I'm not too sure what's so great. Okay, here's the thing. The only great thing about PC is that there's mods. If you have played Minecraft, you can install mods and have different kind of stuff that the game isn't even supposed to have. That's the only reason, and I do mean that's the only reason that people want to be on PC, because other than that, I can't really think of why I would go through the trouble of learning how to type and use controls, how to walk around and yada yada yada, when like I could have a much easier time playing a game using a controller. A controller is actually built to play a game. As far as the PC goes, I mean, you have to be. First of all, you got to know how to use a computer. First, you got to know how to use a keyboard. For one, I don't know how to use a keyboard, but I struggle. Like the other day, me and Mark were playing Fortnite. We took turns. He used the keyboard, I used the mouse. He was walking around, I shoot, and then we switch. And then I walk around, I look around, I pick up stuff, drop stuff, and then he had the mouse to go shoot and all that. You see, I don't know how you would set it up to the way it's like, okay, I know exactly what I'm doing, and then you got to know every single thing to go right in the battle. That's not only just Fortnite, but for any other game you play. And I'm like, the only way the console war dies is that both, because nobody wins in wars. They're gonna both die at some point, and then PC will take over. But the only thing that gives PC an advantage is that you can use a controller. But not on all games, though. That's all I can say. Brutus is getting paid max contract, $1.5 million. They kept 50-50. That's good because I love 50-50. Do I have something on NXT tomorrow? Brian Azrael? I mean, possibly. I haven't looked that far into the future yet, man. Here's the thing, Gilbert or Toxic. I'm focused on SmackDown Live right now because we're going big, man. We're going all out. But, Brian, I will say this. We will definitely have some title contender matches. Not title matches, but number one contenders matches. So, we're going to try to figure out who's going to fight who for the next, not next pay-per-view, but the NXT TakeOver pay-per-view. I forgot which one it is called. I think it's just called NXT TakeOver. No, wait a minute. That's Survivor Series. I think it's Brooklyn. So yeah, Brooklyn is going to be the one that we go into, and we'll see about that. Did I see the new attire? I did not. Brutus probably didn't care about money offered him. 100K, he would join SmackDown. Well, he's made it abundantly clear he doesn't really want to. He does not want to perform for less than max. So if you don't have max for him, you're out of the conversation. The only brands that had the max contract conversation with Brutus were Raw and SmackDown Live. He knew that he was pretty much done with Raw because he lost 2 world title matches in a row. He was pretty much, again, done at that point. So it's like, well, okay. So I don't want to be on Raw no more. And now it's down to ECW SmackDown Live. I want max contract. ECW, you can't offer it? Okay. I guess it's pretty clear where I want to go then. I mean, it doesn't get any more simple than that. I mean, you can be like Dean Ambrose and make it complicated trying to hit a Trouble in Paradise. Not sure if that's going to really pull out a win or not. But it should be more than enough, especially paying the ultimate disrespect to his opponent. Big E saves the day. You want Brutus or Nick Silva? Well, as far as Nick Silva's concerned, I mean, that's probably not... Well, I don't know. We're going to see what happens because it is going to be a homecoming for Brutus. This is going to be special. Okay, so what title can I attempt to contend for? Because if you downloaded JT's character, I could contend for the tag belts with him. I mean, that's a possibility, but I don't have his character yet. I'm going to go on a freaking wide spread of freaking deletions pretty soon because, like, I'm getting backed up to a corner. So I'm like, okay, it needs to change now. So, you know, I'm going to go handles, do what I got to do. Next, probably number contenders match for the... Nah, maybe. Well, I haven't thought about it like that yet either. I mean, I would like to see Nick and Cena. That would be a pretty good match in my opinion. But at the same time, I will say it like this. The people on SmackDown Live who are not, and I do mean who have not, okay? I messed up a little bit, so I want to reiterate it. The superstars on SmackDown Live who have never been a world champion, WWE, Best in World, Universal, ECW, doesn't matter. If you have not held a world title, there is a great chance you will compete for an opportunity to be placed at the Money in the Bank ladder match for a chance to be Mr. Money in the Bank. And that's all I'm going to really say about that. Nick Silva, I mean, he's on that list because he's never been a world champion. Aaron Benson, AJ Robbins, Derek, Dark Magician, Zach ZC. Again, the bigger, not really bigger names, but the better superstars who have competed, like Zach ZC. I mean, I'm going to keep his name in there because he's actually won a few matches in a row. He's on a little bit of a winning streak, and he's been proven to be a pretty decent champion. I mean, he wasn't really tremendously good, but he was decent. And I think, again, he deserves a chance to really showcase himself again. It just really depends on the situation within hand.
He doesn't appear to be in a hurry to get up here.
Have you ever had a time when you use one of old school area for a stream, like a Raw Goes Old School event? I used to have them frequently because it was, I don't know, for me it was pretty good to use. But now it's a little bit more difficult to pull off because, for one, we got a lot of shows that are kind of in the way. So it's hard to like do like a Raw Old School, SmackDown Old School, ECW Old School in a row. If I were to change the arena and everything, I'll forget, and then we'll just keep being the same way until I eventually fix it. So it's like we have what? There's 7 days of the, what do you call it? So there's only like what? We got 3, 4, 5 shows in a way. That's like, yeah, we can only do 2 in a row. But I mean, hell, check it out, man. I think there's a month between December and January where that's definitely, and I do mean definitely possible. So when I do decide, let's go old school, I'm going to go 4 in a row, maybe 5 in a row. No, not 5 in a row. NXT's not that old. But yeah, 3 in a row. And I think that would be the best way to kind of pull that off. So it'll be between, what do you call it? Yeah. It'll be around that time frame. But, I've had the old school Raws before, Raw's War and the other Raws. And then I've had the SmackDown Live with the Fist. The best, I love SmackDown Live with the Fist. Friday Night Deluxe. We had an old school ECW one time too. Not really sure how it's really supposed to look, you know what I mean? But I was like, this works. I mean, it has that old 2009 feel to a Trouble in Paradise. Kofi and the New Day could wrap it up here and get an opportunity to showcase themselves, because this is a number one contenders match. I did forget to mention that, to fight for the tag titles, and it's not over yet. But you know what, Phoenix? I will try and attempt to have an old school event. It'll take a while. Nice. If I reach the hype of being on the main roster, that could be a title I could go for if I get the opportunity to be on the main roster. Indeed. Yeah, the US title, I would say, is the best title to start off your career. It is. That goes the same thing for Intercontinental, TV, and UK/North American. Which I'm okay with any contendership. Here we go. Which is good. Like to hear that. Big ending! That's it. The New Day are going to get the opportunity of a lifetime to compete for the Raw Tag titles. Just like that. Woo! That's how you do it. It's your birthday? Happy birthday, Boss Mode. Wait a minute. I thought your birthday was like a couple of weeks ago. Well, happy birthday. Well, anyways. What the hell? The New Day are assaulting the Shield for no apparent reason. What the heck is going on here? They're just stomping out on Seth Rollins, just like this. Where the hell's Roman Reigns? How come he ain't going into the hell? Wasn't he at ringside today? I'm freaking done. He could have gone in there, or unless Xavier hit him with something, but I doubt it, because I don't see any of them. I don't see Xavier or Roman. Well, that was kind of stupid, but nonetheless, the New Day are number one contenders for the Raw Tag titles now. IC is the most beautiful title on WWE right now. It is, because Seth Rollins got it. He's been making the best matches. Well, let's see. Up next, guys, we got Bradley versus Rusev up next. Your birthday is on September 27th. Nice. Rusev Day and Bradley going at it. Let's see. What was I gonna talk about again? Oh yeah, so to really kickstart, I mean, because here's the thing: if a superstar were to never win a world championship, the very next, and I do mean the very next best thing to go for is the Intercontinental/US, because it's just, that's just about it. And sometimes even if, like, let's say, okay, I've never been world champion, but I've been Intercontinental US, that could change in the future because there have been superstars who have been a US/Intercontinental champion and then eventually became world champion. You know, they developed a little bit more. I mean, look at, hold on. Excuse me. Woo! Birthday's on Rusev Day. I like it. Okay. Had to take a drink. I was getting a dry throat. Let me backtrack a little bit. Okay. I lost my train of thought.
Making his way to the ring from New Zealand, weighing in at 220 pounds,
Boy, I can't think of a better way to kick off this night.
So you never been, people who have been, you know, minor champions eventually grew up to be world champion. Like, look at Brutus, okay? When he was first on SmackDown Live, you know, Mario was running the show, and he was like, okay, because we talked occasionally. I said, we looked at each other, and I'm like, okay, Brutus is pretty good, okay? I think he's really good. I mean, look at him. He's Intercontinental champion, and he's been just doing a stellar job at it. And I said, and he's like, yeah, I agree. He's really good. He could be a world champion one day. And I said, absolutely. I mean, this guy has a lot of potential. But at the same time, we looked at the SmackDown Live roster. We said, but, you know, look at these guys. I mean, I think he can be the best superstar ever, or he can be the superstar ever. But this guy we're talking about right now, he could reach top 5. I don't know about the best because, you know, he's just a straight-up powerhouse. Not too many times in history a powerhouse is going to be the overall best superstar of all time. And so eventually, after, like, Brutus was fighting and lost this Intercontinental Championship for the second time, I was like, Mar, I think this guy's ready, dude. I seriously think he's ready to go. And Mar's like, no, not yet. He has some flaws, but he's not ready to be a world champion just yet. I was like, okay, whatever. Well, you say what you gotta say. And then I don't know. After a while, even Bruce like, man, I need a world title match. I want to show everybody that. I mean, I'm the best superstar on the roster, and Mario failed to see that. So just give me that chance, and I'll do the rest. And eventually, it just happened. It's like, okay, fine. You say you're ready. I don't think you're ready, but I'm gonna give you the shot anyway. Brutus ended up losing, and then that was just about it. He kind of felt like, you know what? Screw it. If I'm not going to be world champion, I'll just be the greatest Intercontinental champion of all time. And check it out. That experience of being Intercontinental champion, the experience of competing in big-time matches, eventually got him what he was looking for. He became WWE champion. And I was like, you know what? Mario was right to him about being ready. I was wrong because he saw the things I didn't see. But we were both wrong when it came down to it because eventually this guy became the greatest superstar in SmackDown Live history, the greatest WWE champion in FRJ Productions history. Like, it's just been crazy. Like, I was like, damn. I thought these other guys would probably be better, like Chris Stevens for one, but nope, apparently not. You know, Chris Stevens kind of he did become a world champion, but he did struggle quite a bit too. Impact wasn't one of the best shows. It was the best show. Again, Impact Wrestling, Mario's Impact Wrestling was just amazing. Okay. His show got the most views in FRJ Productions history at 23. I came shy. Okay, I got to as much as 22, but you know, it just didn't really go the way that I wanted to. But you know what? Second place isn't too bad. I mean, second place is the first loser, but hell, it's a pretty damn good record because we're trying to compete against ourselves and against each other to be better, and that's just good to have, you know, just like how we do right now. So, ECW, SmackDown Live, and Monday Night Raw, hell, even NXT. Even though we're all together, we're all trying to, you know, bring in the best matches we possibly can and get everybody to watch. We're all still competing against each other, and that's to make us each one of us better. And you know, for me, I've always been dead last because I've had one guy on my show pretty much. The rest were nobodies, jobbers, or above average, and average at best. And I competed pretty damn hard too. And eventually, we're to this. I think SmackDown Live is now the best show on this channel. Raw and ECW are plummeting, and I do mean plummeting. So you know, it's like, whew, that's pretty much gone. You know, that's about it. Excuse me. Can Hawkins win a match? Because no one thinks that bad if they actually trying, right? Oh, no one thinks that bad if they're actually trying, right? I can tell you what, I think it's hard. It's hard to say like this, okay? It's hard to go 0 wins, 152 straight losses, right? I don't know. Let's just say 100, okay? It's just as hard to go 0 and 150. It's just as hard as going 150 and 0, because you're trying your very best. You got to be better than your opponent, and then it's hard to lose that many matches. Just like in football, if you're a professional football team, okay, it's hard to go 0-16 just as hard as it is to go 16 and 0. I mean, that's just the facts, okay? Because you're trying. I mean, you're going up against tough competition, trying to win, and you get it. Sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it doesn't go your way. You know how hard it is for it to go your way every single week for 16 straight weeks to go 16 and 0, or 17 straight weeks because you get a bye. And just likewise, to not go your way for 17 straight weeks to go 0-16 is pretty damn hard. And I would say, yeah. So I think it's pretty impressive that he can lose that many times, but it's not something to gloat and be proud of. You know what I mean? It's just like, damn, what in the hell? Looking to catch him here, and nope, he hit that avalanche arm drag. Didn't really help his case at all. Now he's trying to rake the eyes of Rusev, and he says, "Get out of here with that, man. We don't play like that." Look at Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. They are living proof. Absolutely. They've been losing every single match since pre-Miz, during Miz, and a little bit of post-Miz. But after they've said, "We know who we are. We are the B team," which is, I guess, the best team. And a lot of people are like, "I love the best team. I love the B team." And they started singing the 18 theme song, I guess. Oh, stunner! That's it for Rusev, too, by the way. He's done. So, yeah, I'm like, okay, Bo and Curtis, do what you gotta do. And good, no, hold on. That is not gonna be the case here. Nice kick out. Can you give me the Hell's Gate where he starts the move from the opponent's head? I could, but I would say like this though. When I did that for DKT, he never used it. And when I put it at the feet, I don't know if you use it too much or if you don't like the way it's used. But I'll say like this. If I put it at your head, there's an 80% chance you will never see the move used unless you move it back to the feet. But I'll change it, that's not a problem. And Gray have been winning matches. Or TGE, whatever. He overpowered with it. Yeah, pretty much. To talk business, what business? What are we talking about? I'm lost a little bit. See how it works? Not a problem. There we go. Ooh, sidewalk slam. Bradley, you know, he hasn't really been doing too well that often either, man. He's been struggling, well, quite a bit. And now he looks to put him away, but it won't be the case here. So I have a proposal. It involves Brutus, but I have no clue if he is here. I don't know if he's here either. Oh, look at this! Spine buster! And now you can see he's just in position to get the win, but I guess he's not just ready yet. I'm trying to figure out what the hell Bradley's trying to pull off, because he could win the match right about now, but he's just like acting dumb all of a sudden. Well, here comes Rusev. You know he's going to take advantage of that immediately. Threw him like a rag doll. Not too many times you can see Bradley get thrown like that, but unless you're fighting Rusev, it's going to happen. Rusev crushed. The accolade is locked in. Oh, but he got his left foot underneath the bottom rope. Brutus has even offered to take some pay off his contract so I could be on main brand. Damn. Damn. Look at this. Camel clutch locked in. Nope, not going to happen. And changed my butt leave dirty deeds for outside moves. We both used it in a submission Iron Man match that I almost won. Okay. And now Bradley looking to go ahead and end it all here. And now a stunner looks to put him away, officially end it all now. Can Bradley pick up the win over Rusev? A much needed one at that. He does. Wow, that will work. Holy moly guacamole, you can eat some ravioli. Raising the arms of the winner there. And Rusev just standing around. This might not be good. Hold on. He's offering a handshake, in which Bradley does accept humbly. And Rusev, of course, will go ahead and leave the ring. See, that's just good sportsmanship too. We've seen that twice tonight, that I can recall at least. Rusev and FRJ have applauded their opponents that have won the match, even though they didn't have to. We'll go ahead and leave it at that. So guys, we'll just leave everything as it is, because up next we got our final qualification match tonight. It is between the Chosen One and the Charismatic Enigma, Mario and Jeff Hardy, looking to go ahead and grab that last spot to represent Monday Night Raw in the Money in the Bank ladder match at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Who will win this Ultimate Showdown? I don't really know, but I am looking forward to seeing what these two can do together. May the better man win, and we'll leave it at that. So far, Marco and AJ Styles have won their qualification matches to be where they are at. And after this one, we just got to wait till SmackDown Live, because they got to do the other half. We did our half. Raw did their half. Now we got to do our half. See, I'm doing a lot of we's today. I don't represent Raw. I represent SmackDown Live and NXT. But that's about it. So what do I think, Stannis? Well, Stannis, I think that I don't really want to do that right now, because I believe that there is one last thing we could do with Stannis before we could start talking about, well, main roster type stuff. Because there's a lot of guys that should get that opportunity, absolutely. And I think that you're pretty damn good to, go on the main brand, but I don't want to rush it, so I'm going to do a couple of more tests on you. There's a couple of superstars. There's a few superstars on NXT that are going to get a few more tests, and then we're going to say, okay, well, something's coming up, and if these guys do exponentially well, then we can start throwing up their name in a certain discussion. And I do mean something that could change the atmosphere on this universe. What's up, Icon in Phoenix? Oh no, wait a minute. Just Icon. I already said hi to Phoenix. Because he said hi and I was like, oh, hi again, but oh, never mind, wrong person. Anything you could do with Lee J before main roster? As would love for him to be on SmackDown when he's ready, if you could get him when it happens. Well, that's another thing too, man. I don't want to take all the superstars, because then Raw and freaking, ECW, they're going to give me an earful. So, it's like, even if there are some guys that are ready, I'm not gonna just go in and say, all right, I'm gonna take him and him and him. You guys get nothing, or they want to go here, so that's what they're gonna get, and yada yada yada. So let's say like this. It's like, I'm not saying you guys are beggars, but I'm saying it's like the concept, beggars can't be choosy, It's like, when you're ready, sometimes there's a good chance you won't really get to choose. It's just gonna happen, kind of like a draft. You know what I mean? And that's all I can really say about that at the moment. Jeff Hardy ready to go, man. Happy early birthday, Icon. Happy early birthday, Icon, by the way. I just read Phoenix's, and I wanted to go ahead and give you my sincere happy early birthday wish. Out of there, some out of what? Some. Can somebody ask FRJ to change my dirty deeds and change it to the crossface? Yeah, shouldn't be a problem. Let's see. I gotta write that down. I'm not saying I didn't say he was a beggar. I'm saying it's the concept like let's say if I don't know, Lee J, right? Or Lucas, we're ready to go to the main roster right now, and they were like, you know, it's right around the corner. We're like, oh, okay, you know, we got this. It's gonna happen, so let's do it. There's not a guarantee that he's gonna go where he wants to go. He might go to the worst place, to the best place that he chooses. It's like, oh, to me this is the worst place. I don't want to go there. Oh, well, I did want to be a part of what I wanted to be a part of, but not like this. Well, I gotta sleep in it now, so. That's all I can say. Okay, so wait, is it Brian? Yeah, Brian Azrael, I think. Wasn't it Brian Azrael? Brian Azrael. Dirty Deeds, right? Dirty Deeds to Crossface. Okay. Stannis will kill the guy next to him for his cards. I will make a company that creates cards. So I guess that means I'm keeping your contract. Yeah, pretty much. But like I said, man, there's a couple of things that I want to see Stannis go through before we talk about well, let's see. There's a couple things I want to see do before we attempt to throw him from the frying pan straight into the fire. Because again, I'm doing my best. I want to do my very, very best to make sure we never, ever, ever have another Jason Adams. Now, to be fair, I think that if Jason gets a little bit of reinvention, he could probably be good. I'll give him that. But as of right now, he is pretty much the scapegoat? Whatever you want to interpret him as. Right now, he is the guy that we pretty much highlight and say we don't want to push it because we don't want that to happen to you. Absolutely. I mean, it was pretty much simple. It was just the easiest thing to do in the world, man. It was that damn simple. I mean, it couldn't get any easier than that. So, do you want to face Ross Mackey? Oh wait, Brutus, your homecoming match on SmackDown. Do you want to face me? Or not? I would like to face you. As Evan to Frank and Brutus to FRJ, you must sign Stannis to SmackDown when the time comes. Oh, trust me. If Stannis were to become a free agent and he gets 3 offers, I'm gonna make I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't know what kind of offer I'll be able to throw because right now I got a decent amount of cap room to sign anybody. But who knows? Maybe by the time he's ready to go and let's say be a free agent, maybe I'll have that same money. Maybe I'll have less. So it just really depends on. I'll try. Here's the thing. I will try. I'll do whatever I can to make the best attempt. But the rest will be up to him. He just got the paper right in front of him. He's got the pen. I can lead a horse to water, but I can't make him drink. I'll just leave it at that. Stannis, I will lead you to SmackDown Live. It's up to you to sign. That's all I can say. But there's no offer on the table right now, and you're not a free agent or anything, so we'll just leave it at that. That's the best analogy I can give you, okay? You lead the horse to water, and that's it. Hey, you thirsty? Here it is. You gonna drink it or no? Because you keep complaining you thirsty, so what's up? Alright then, I don't have no hay, we left at the house. You know damn well I left the hay at the house. We only have water here. I could take some in a kennel or something like that, when you get thirsty again, you let me know. That's about it. Okay, well I guess, hold on, wait a minute. Swanton! Damn! Ooh. Pretty much. Because what if Stannis says, oh, Raw is way better contract. Oh, ECW, they got for me way more. I'm going to, yeah, alright, not a problem. ECW, what's good? And then they'll probably be like, that damn horse, man, he went to a different pond that I wanted him to go to. How the hell he going to do that? But yeah, seriously, all in all, Stannis gets the offer. I will definitely offer him the best offer I could possibly give to him that I would seem fair to both him and me. And then the rest is up to him. That's all I can say. Like I said, Evan, I will try to sign him, but it's up to him to sign too. But that's neither here nor there, so we're just talking about a what ifs and how abouts. Anyways, that match is concluded, guys, and now the Raw representatives for the Money in the Bank ladder match are that guy that has just been announced by JoJo, Marco and AJ Styles. Who will represent SmackDown Live? We'll find out when we get there. But it's time for the main event of Monday Night Raw. That is the WWE Universal Champion taking on the glorious Bobby Roode. You say you keep saying you're thirsty. What's up? Best way to put it. Dang, beat up a version of your own move. Poor brother Nero. Oh no, I just feel like CM Punk felt when he was in developmental. Hey, I know how you feel. CM Punk and Seth Rollins were the same way, man. Same mentality. Okay. I'm pretty damn good. I don't know if you noticed this. So, when can I start fighting with the big boys? I'm ready to go right now. Oh, you're not ready. You just got here. What the hell? Do something first. I am the first ever NXT champion. When can I go to play with the big boys? Because if I'm holding this, you must be confident as well as I'm confident to be holding the damn thing, to be the first ever. So what's up? You're not ready yet. Man, I'll be a mother. Let me tell you something. You know, every single week it was with that guy. And when he was ready, was he ready, man? That dude was amazing.
Making his way to the ring, residing in Hollywood, California, weighing in at 225 pounds, the WWE Universal Champion, the real deal, Bruce.
Excuse me. You should really say the current WWE whatever champion. That's what they did in 2K18. So, WWE US Intercontinental, Universal, WWE World Heavyweight, or I don't like to say World Heavyweight. Well, I used to love to say World Heavyweight, but WWE, they're freaking bipolar, man. They're like, oh, first ever WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Oh my goodness. See, that's what I was excited for because, oh my god, and that's the fresh title. We don't have people like Bruno Sammartino insane records that'll never ever be broken, held for like 8 straight years. But no, Bruno Sammartino was the first ever WWE World Heavyweight Champion. It wasn't really Randy Orton. No. We take that back, and we're gonna go ahead and strap it down back to just WWE Champion. This up. Trash of Bruce. The strap doesn't look good on him. The title doesn't belong to him. He doesn't deserve it. Well, you know, Bruce probably say otherwise. Like, I don't give a damn what y'all say, to be honest. Just listen to the thunderous roars, man. They're all singing along with the glorious one. Oh my goodness gracious. I forgot Boston and Cleveland were playing right now. Until the end. Ooh, Yankees and Rangers having a pretty good game right now. Let's see, I don't really... He doesn't deserve it. I heard the next Dragon Ball Z anime will be based on Dragon Ball Heroes. I don't know. Let me see. Okay. I will say that. Well, first let's go ahead and get this match underway. We'll go ahead and talk about that now. Okay, so the next Dragon Ball, okay, the anime that comes out, I don't know what they're going to do. I know there's a movie coming out, Dragon Ball Super. They got the Saiyans story going on. So that should be okay. Alright, it should be somewhat interesting. But the one thing I'm thinking about is that movie in particular. Also, what will they primarily do? Because like, if it's going to be based off of Heroes, will it also be taking place after the TOP Tournament of Power? Because if it is, then it should be pretty damn interesting. Like, I want to see because like, the average human rate for the other universes who didn't compete on the TOP, I think it was 1, 2, 11, and 12. No, wait, 1, 2, 10, 12? Something like that. But anyway, you know, it was pretty cool to see. And I was like, okay, well, if they're not competing, they gotta be really strong, because that's what the Grand Minister, Priest, whatever you want to call him. In Japanese, he's the Grand Priest. In America, he's known as the Grand Minister. Okay, so basically, it's like, okay, well, you guys are pretty much the weaklings. One of y'all are gonna win. The rest of y'all, bye-bye. Seriously, y'all get in a race. Whoever loses. And so it's like, okay, why are they competing then? Oh, because y'all are the weakest. The other 4 that aren't competing, they're too strong. So, yeah, I want to see. But then again, not the what do you call it? Not to spoil anything. So I'm like, oh, okay. So now that the conclusion's over, I wonder if there's gonna be more than just 4. Because, you know, there's based off of theories, of course. Maybe we get some new ones, or some that have been described to never be, but maybe they have come back, so I don't know. I'm like, okay, so now we look at it and say, I want to see the other 4, because maybe the Grand Minister was pulling a freaking beer, saying, oh, this Monaco guy is actually the strongest in the known universe. Oh, okay, well, maybe he just said, these other universes too strong, or maybe they're just too weak, and they were just going to be like, they're too weak, so let's have the best of the best fight. I don't know. Bring back Impact. Bring back Impact. Well, I do love Impact. It was pretty damn good. It was beyond above good. Man, I don't know. It's hard to say, man. It's hard to say. ECW's doing a pretty good job, at least I think. Damn, Bruce going off. Alright, that'll work. So, I don't know. Impact, yeah, it's been pretty good. ECW, it's been struggling. And now Bobby tries to knock off the Universal Champion. Now the Universal Champion says, I'm going to handle business. Oh, they keep switching places. Replace 205 Live with Impact. God, no, he didn't. Never mind. Well, excuse me. 205 Live, I mean, it's alright. I probably wouldn't replace it with a bigger show, because I like 205 Live. It's a pretty short show. We get through with it and call it a day. Here comes the glorious DDT, Bruce. He's down and out. Bobby could secure the victory here. Hook of the leg, and it's yet to be over. He can't believe it. I don't believe it. But now look at this. He's saying he got this in the bag. Damn. Devastating European uppercut. And look at this. Crossface getting locked in. Bobby has to get out of it, or he's going to have to tap out right now. He's trying to stay alive. And he does. Replace NXT with Impact. I don't know, man. NXT's pretty damn good, too. It actually is doing better than ECW at the moment. The worst show, well, I guess not really the worst show, but ratings-wise, 205 Live will never compete with ECW, NXT, SmackDown Live, Raw, yada, yada, yada. And it looks like Bruce is getting ready for a nice little comeback attempt. Couple of shoulder block takedowns, followed by, he gets dumped out the ring, so that's not gonna, oh, wait a minute, he hung on, he's climbing up top, Bobby doesn't realize it. Double axe handle. And you can tell Bruce is on fire. And now he looks to put this match to an end with the Mitchell recliner. Mitchell locked in. And he's hanging on. Oh, hold on. He's tapping out. It's over. Bruce is the winner. Just like that, Bobby Roode. I mean, he did all right. But man, Bruce was just on a whole new level today. And if he fights anything like that at Money in the Bank, I don't think he's gonna have any trouble retaining that Universal Championship when he faces off against Chris Jericho. But we'll see what happens. Those two are just gonna tear each other apart. It will be good. The only pay-per-views we have for this month of Universe, guys, we'll probably do them on back-to-back, not days, but nights. We got ECW exclusive pay-per-view known as Heatwave, and then the co-branded Raw and SmackDown Live pay-per-view known as Money in the Bank. ECW will have all their title matches up for grabs. Money in the Bank will have, so far, 3 world title matches. Possibly more, possibly maybe just regular singles matches. We don't know yet. We'll find out when we get there. But yeah, I wish WWE had Billy Kidman or Jamie Noble train the new generation of cruiserweights. Place the ECW, WCW. SDL next. I think we have some time for that. So we'll go ahead and try to do that right now. Well, Phoenix, I think Billy Kidman and Jamie Noble are both signed with WWE, so it wouldn't surprise me already if they have been, training some of the young cruiserweights. Hell, even Brian Kendrick, he's there. He's a wrestler. I think he trains a lot of people. He trained Ronda Rousey, and Ronda Rousey's doing pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. She's doing way better than when people say, UFC fighter, yada, 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 not going to do good. I mean, she did one move already. It's been trash, and then WrestleMania comes. Oh, my God, I was wrong. We was wrong. We look stupid. So, Brian Kendrick is a pretty damn good trainer. If he can train somebody who's never wrestled in her life to be immediately like a top 5 superstar in WWE in the females division, the women's division of the WWE superstars, I would be confident in letting him say, okay, you, and you, no good. Coming back with me, we're gonna figure out what we got to do. You guys are all right. But if I see anything wrong, I'm gonna see y'all the same with these guys. So let's go ahead and handle business. Replace ECW with WCPW. Down. All right, guys. Let me go ahead and set up SmackDown Live, and that's all I can really say right now. I want to thank you all for watching. Hopefully, you all enjoyed Monday Night Raw. Until we get to SmackDown Live, I'll see you on the next one. Until the next one, have a great one. For now, cut, and that's a wrap.